What's good, guys? What is good? Six best bets and lock of the week. Here we go. You guys already know the drill. Every Wednesday we do the same thing. Six best bets, lock of the week, including obviously lock of the week, including two bonuses, and including parlay time that a lot of you guys have been enjoying. So thank you guys for being here. Not only thank you guys for being here, let me know what you guys think of the lock of the week, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Guess right now. Guess right now. Guess. Because unfortunately, two of our lock of the weeks in a row have crashed. That being Said Nurmagomedov and Cody Steele. But obviously, I was playing a little bit ball with Cody Steele, and I knew the risk that I was taking with Cody Steele. So this time, guys, I'm not taking that risk. Lock of the week streak starts now. Here we go. Let's lock in. Here we go. As you guys can see, let's get it. Six best bets and lock of the week. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get it. 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 Let's fucking go. Let's go. First most confident pick of the week, guys. Jacqueline Cavalcanti. We know Jacqueline Cavalcanti is set to face off against Julia Alvila at a plus 390. Cavalcanti is a minus 590. But I figured, guys, by Friday, don't worry. My Friday last minute prediction, where we look at the face-offs and we look at how the fighters look on the scales, I got a good double chance, guys. I think Jacqueline Cavalcanti by submission on points, or even Cavalcanti just by points, but we know that the finishing factor is there. She should be able to finish this fight by submission inside the distance, but if she's not, I'll go by submission on points. You get a little bit more value on that, but right now it's going to be minus 590 for Cavalcanti versus Julia Alva, who's a plus 390. When I look at this fight, guys, you guys want to know what is the most important thing for me? It's her striking. Whether her striking is good or not, when I look at her hit the pads, it doesn't look good. It looks sloppy. She's not rotating fully, and it's not that straight in her punches, but that doesn't matter because it's women's MMA. One of the most important factors is who she's going against and who she has around her. Obviously, she's training her takedown defense, she's training her takedown, she's training everything. Her striking still needs to get a little bit sharper, in my opinion, but the people that she has around her are way better than the people that Julia has around her. When I look at Julia's Instagram, when I look at where she is in her career, she's older, and she has kids already, so I think Cavalcanti is ready for this fight. Not only is she ready, guys, she's a prospect in the making. I spot these women MMA prospects like if there's no other. I've been calling Mana for us since day one. Meet the nightmare, Jacqueline Cavalcanti at 27. Just 27. She's 3-0, looking to make it 4-0 in the UFC. Ranked 13 at bantamweight, set for her biggest test yet. Saturday at UFC Vegas 102. I figured she should be able to get the win. I'm going to go by submission on points, double chance. I like it. And if you don't like it, just take her money line. She's parlayable in my opinion. Now we'll go to my second most confident pick of the week, guys. Let's get it. Walter Walker's set to fight against Dontel Mays in a fight that is maybe not the most exciting. Maybe it might be lackluster. Maybe this fight ends up being one of the most boring fights on the entire card. But I figured, guys, Walter Walker at minus 235 against Dontel Mays, who's plus 180, is perfect, guys. It's a perfect price tag. When I look at Walter Walker, we all know his brother is Johnny Walker. Sick photo right here. But we have to look at this. So he just wins in a different organization. And you're probably like, why am I showing this clip? To see his takedowns. How good is his takedowns? He shoots a takedown on his brother. He doesn't let go of the takedown. He's going for it. Gets the takedown. And he has better takedowns than his brother, Johnny Walker. I think Walter Walker has a higher ceiling than Johnny Walker. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, everybody on this regional scene is trying to take him off. But, guys, that's all I needed to know. A good blast double leg takedown. And you should be able to beat Dontel Mays. Let's go. Obviously, we know Dontel Mays is a guy who tends to make fights a little bit more boring because he's playing on the outside. He's just throwing for space, and he's just looking to back you up and then lose by decision. So this could go to the distance, but I wouldn't be surprised if Walter Walker could find a finish inside the distance. I like just straight money line at a minus 235. And I like this. Walter Walker had to change travel plans after a post-fight slap in August 2024. When I was about to leave the arena, the UFC stopped me and said there were like 40 people waiting for me outside the hotel. I couldn't go back to the hotel. They moved me to another hotel to get some rest and then bought me a new ticket. And I left that same day. I wanted to stay for another day, but I had to leave Australia because they were waiting for me outside the hotel. It's just a sport, man. I went there to fight, and they're being unfair. So this is something with the Taffa brothers. You know, they try to be gangsters and stuff. So I figured a lot of people didn't know about this. I just found out about this. Let me throw it out there. It has nothing to do with the actual fight that's happening against Dontel Mays, but Dontel Mays is trash. Come back if he loses. I mean, if he wins. Come back if Dontel Mays wins, come back. All right, here we go. My next most confident pick of the week, guys. My third most confident pick of the week. Lock of the week is the fourth most confident pick of the week. So let's build up the anticipation. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Gabriel Bonfim, guys, set to face off against Chaos Williams. We know Gabriel Bonfim has one of the toughest tests on his hands, and he's fighting on the same day as his brother, Ismail Bonfim. Gabriel Bonfim, minus 245. Chaos Williams, plus 186. I figured if I'm going to put one of the Bonfim brothers on here, let me put the one that there's a blueprint. There's a blueprint for. With the Ismail, he's going to have to work for it. With this one, I know Chaos Williams has power. I know what I'm going to get with Chaos Williams. And I know it could be lights out for Gabriel Bonfim, but I know he's going to need that takedown. I know if he doesn't get that takedown in the first round, if he looks sloppy, if he's getting worked after the first round, I know he lost this fight already, and I know what I'm going to get with Gabriel Bonfim. And I know he's a little bit more patient than his older brother, who's more up ahead on this card. I got a little sketchy when I was making this because when we look at them spar, look at him sparring his brother. Ismail Bonfim and Gabriel Bonfim sparring. This is, I think this makes a lot of sense why these guys have lost already in the UFC. But iron sharpens iron. Gabriel Bonfim for the win. And both of the brothers are back. If you guys want to do a nice little two-leg, you can, but I don't recommend it. I think one of the brothers is going to lose, unfortunately. But I would like for both of them to win. Unfortunately, some guy in the comments said both will win, and then some guy replied to him. Would love to see that. I love to it. Like, we would all see. But says, not sure about Gabriel. Chaos Williams is dangerous. So we know the factor of Chaos Williams. He's very dangerous. So this is a little bit of a risk pick. But I figured I'd go with my boy Gabriel Bonfim for the win. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. My lock of the week, guys. Let's go. 6 best bets lock of the week. Who's my lock of the week going to be? Do I have to build up more anticipation for this shit? Here we go. Let's go. Lock of the week. Here we go. Jose Delgado, 8-1-0. Jose Delgado is a minus 330 against Connor Matthews, who's plus 240. I know what you guys are saying, guys. His money line price tag is already massive. But we know what we're going to get with Jose Delgado, guys. He's making his UFC debut, so it's a little bit of a risk pick as well, again, over and over again. But we know that he's fought in LFA, and we know that he has a mix of rear naked choke, Darce choke, KOs, and rear naked choke. He loves a good rear naked choke. He's hit it multiple times. Rear naked choke round 3, rear naked choke round 1. Rear naked choke round 3. We know this guy is very good at hitting that rear naked choke, and he has a good Darce choke. The fact that he's hit it before, but I think he's going to win this fight by KO or on points. Obviously, I'm just going to take straight money line at a minus 330. I think he's parlayable, and I got a good parlay for you guys. So stay tuned for the parlay section, guys. We got a nice little parlay with Jose Delgado. When we look at this, we got to see what we're going to get with Jose Delgado. We got to see what we're going to get with Jose Delgado. So here it is, here it is, here it is. This is one of my favorite finishes. Obviously, when he throws this, I'm going to replay it one more time. When he throws this knee, it looks very light. It looks like it doesn't hit. He throws a little flying knee, but he's able to hit him over the top, finish his opponent, put him out. If I'm able to get away with that, I'm able to get away with that. But we know what we're going to get with Jose Delgado. You can already see some of his highlight KOs, guys. A kick to the front of the face. This guy is a nosebreaker, literally. So give me Jose Delgado to win this fight. And we know a good prop bet would be, let me just scroll up. Delgado, let me, here we go. Just move this up. Here we go. Prop bet for UFC Vegas 102. Jose Delgado KO round 2 plus 900. He put $50 on it. Delgado KO round 3 plus 1200. And he put 0.35 units, which is like $35 depending on how much your unit size is. Forward relentless pressure will break Connor Matthews here in the later rounds. I believe it's worth a shot at these price tags at this fight, not going the distance. So he thinks that maybe Jose Delgado can get a round 2 or round 3 KO, and it's a good sprinkle. In my opinion, I think it's a very good sprinkle. So now we're going to go to my 5th most confident pick of the week, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. My 5th most confident pick of the week, guys. I already gave you guys lock of the week, which was Jose Delgado. Who's it going to be? Let's go. Rodolfo Vieira, 10-2-0, who's set to face off against Andre Petroski. We know what we're going to get with Rodolfo Vieira. He's a minus 260 versus Andre Petroski, who's a plus 196. I will say the better wrestler is Andre Petroski, the guy who's better at back control, the guy who's better at taking the back and grinding out time, making time pass slowly but methodically, letting the time pass and having a good backpack control. We know he won against Dylan Budka, Andre Petroski, but I want to see what Rodolfo Vieira has against Andre Petroski. I think he has a very good arm triangle, guys. I said this in my breakdown when I was doing my prediction video, guys. He hit Cody Bumditch with the arm triangle, Armin Petrosian with the arm triangle round 1, and Derek Brunson in the arm triangle with round 1 as well. But it was a grappling tournament, so take that with a grain of salt. We know what we're going to get with Rodolfo Vieira, in my opinion. This is him grappling against Derek Brunson. In my opinion, this was by far one of the best tape studies that I've done against Rodolfo Vieira. I get to see what he's at. I get to see if he's worked his double leg takedowns and if he's worked his grappling. And he got the submission in the first round. Beautiful submission over Derek Brunson, who in the middleweight division, Derek Brunson was a top 5. So that's very good in my opinion, even though he's no longer near his prime. Here we go. And then we see Andre Petrosky's coach, Eddie Torres, brought in multiple Muay Thai world champion Dimitri Varets to help work Petrosky's striking ahead of his UFC Vegas fight 102 with Rodolfo Vieira. So it looks like Andre Petrosky is going to want to be more sharper in this fight, and he might not want to wrestle in this fight. He might want to keep this fight standing, and he might have a lot more success in the striking department than we expect. Rodolfo Vieira needs to get that fight to the ground. It's going to be a banger fight. Give me Rodolfo Vieira money line, and I'll take by submission round points as well. Let's go. My 6th most confident pick of the week, guys. Let's go. Without further ado, enough build-up, enough anticipation. Here we go. Gregory Rodrigues, guys. RoboCop. You guys know it was going to be Youssef Zalal. If you know ball, it was going to be Youssef Zalal. But Youssef Zalal is a minus 400. So I figured RoboCop, Gregory Rodrigues at a minus 235 versus Jared Cannonier was a plus 180. I figured RoboCop should be able to win this fight. He's 16-5-0. He had a little bit of a setback against Bruno Ferreira with a counter left in round 1, 4 minutes and 13 seconds into that fight. But we know Bruno Ferreira has hands made out of stone, so no shame in losing that. We do see a little bit of a red flag here in that Armin Petrosian loss by split decision. Tends to make fights a little bit closer than they need to be. And he likes to stay in the pocket a little bit more than we should imagine or we would like him to. I think RoboCop should be able to win this fight. Obviously, we know Jared Cannonier said it's the 3rd time the charm. Like, he's fought Nasruddin Imavov, he's fought Kyle Barallo, which I don't know how that fight wasn't stopped. Everybody's going to ask, how was that fight not stopped? His chin was put to the test in that fight. And now he's going to fight RoboCop, Gregory Rodrigues. Jared Cannonier could be on the verge of a 3-fight losing skid, but to the best of the best echelon of the middleweight division. So when I look at RoboCop's ground and pound, he's going to be wanting to show his ground and pound, and I think he's going to want to show his grappling. He showed his grappling against Christian Leroy Duncan, where he looked phenomenal, and he was an underdog in that fight, and he showed everybody and reminded everybody why he should not be overlooked. So I think Gregory Rodrigues should be able to grapple, maybe take the back, land some good shots, and I have a good bonus for this. So stay tuned for the bonuses, guys. Here we go. When I look at... Let me get out of this. Let me get out of this tab. Here we go. This is a very important interview.
Though those last 2 didn't go your way, they still look at you as a high regard. They're giving you a guy who's on a nice winning streak, who's kind of considered, like Imavov and Baralho, this next wave of middleweights.
Yeah, I don't like when you said it's like the last 2 guys who I fought. I don't want it to be anything like the last 2 guys I fought. But yeah. Yes, I mean, to a certain degree, you can look at it like that because he is another one, I guess, further down. You know what I mean? I lost to the first one who was in that position when I was number 3. And then I lost to the next one who was in that position when I was 4 or 5 or wherever I was. And now I'm still in this. So it's the same thing. Hopefully 3rd time's the motherfucking charm.
And that's actually very important in order to see that, because he's not here just to collect the check. He's here to bring it all. And when I see that, this guy is willing to put his life on the line just to get higher up in the rankings. I think this is going to be a banger middleweight clash. Middleweight's a Shark Tank. No matter who wins, this is going to be an absolute banger main event, guys. And now it's time for the bonuses, guys. And stay tuned because we got a parlay section right after. So here we go. Bonus. First bonus. First bonus is going to be... First bonus is going to be Youssef Zalal by... This is a little bit of a pick your poison, alright? So, in reality, Youssef Zalal by submission round points at a minus 300, turns a minus 400 into a minus 300. Youssef Zalal by submission round points, double chances, a nice little price tag, but I can't just give you guys a minus 300 as a bonus. I figured, let's take the over 2.5 at a minus 235. Obviously, we know Youssef Zalal should be able to get a submission. He might be able to get a submission. He's been on a tear. Billy Cortillo, submission rear naked choke. Jarno Aaron, submission rear naked choke. Jack Shore, submission rear naked choke. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk with this. But that's why I'm giving you guys 2 bonuses for the first bonus. So that's going to be Youssef Zalal by submission on points, and then the over 2.5 at a minus 235. Obviously, we could take that this fight goes a distance, yes, and we get it at a minus 192. But 2.5 minutes between, like, so the over 2.5 and then 2.5 minutes later, there could be a late third round TKO. So I don't want to play with fire. I don't want to say yes that this fight just automatically goes the distance. If you want to take no that this fight doesn't go the distance, it's a plus 150. I'm going to take the over 2.5 at a minus 235 because I'm not taking that late third round TKO risk. And I'm going to take Youssef Zalal by submission on points at a minus 300. So I'll repeat that one more time. The bonus is going to be Youssef Zalal by submission on points, double chance, minus 300, turns a minus 400 into a minus 300. Actually, a minus 430 into a minus 300. And then the over 2.5 at a minus 235. So this fight has to go over 2.5 in order for it to hit. If it doesn't go over 2.5 and Youssef Zalal gets a submission, it still hits because we have Youssef Zalal by submission on points. The only thing is if Calvin Kattar wins or if Youssef Zalal finishes Kattar by TKO, the bonus won't hit. So I figured, guys, if you want to parlay Youssef Zalal, you could just take money line, and then this is a little bit if you want to play with value, over 2.5 minus 235, give it to me, and Youssef Zalal by submission on points at a minus 300. The second bonus is going to be the over 2.5 for Gregory Rodrigues versus Jared Cannonier, minus 112, under 2.5, minus 112. Pick your poison. Are you going to take the over 2.5 Gregory Rodrigues, Jared Cannonier main event, or are you going to take the under 2.5? Under 2.5, minus 112. Over 2.5, minus 112. It's a pick your poison type fight. Pick your poison, just like Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. We had the bonus with Zhang Wei Li versus Suarez to not go the distance, and then we had the main event to go the distance. So only one of those bonuses hit, and that was the main event bonus. So I have a little bit more confidence in the main event bonus than I have in the co-main event bonus. But I will say, guys, I'm going to be taking the over 2.5. That doesn't mean you guys have to take the over 2.5. It's a pick your poison. Obviously, over and under is always a sketchy side. You don't know which side. It's always, do you flip a quarter? Anything can happen. Give me the over 2.5 at a minus 112. Now, I'm going to repeat everything, guys. I'm going to give you guys a quick recap. Jacqueline Cavalcanti to win money line. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Walter Walker to win, money line, let's go. Gabriel Bonfim to win, beat Chaos Williams, money line. Jose Delgado to win. I like by KO on points, but you could just take money line as well. Rodolfo Vieira to win by submission on points, but let's just take money line just to be sure. Gregory Rodrigues, my 6th most confident pick of the week. The bonus, first bonus, over 2.5 at a minus 235. Uses a law by submission on points, minus 300. The second bonus, over 2.5 for the main event. Now we're going to get into the parlay time, guys. Parlay section, guys. Let me know if you guys like this little section. Let's go. Parlay time. Let's go. Over 2.5 co-main, minus 235. Uses a law versus Kattar. And then over 2.5 main event. So over 2.5 co-main event, over 2.5 main event, plus 169, half a unit on it. Let's go. Gregory Rodrigues uses a law. Edmen Shahbazyan, Rodolfo Vieira, and Jose Delgado. 6-leg parlay. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Actually, that's a 5-leg parlay. Gregory Rodrigues, Youssef Zalal, Edmen Shahbazyan, Rodolfo Vieira, Jose Delgado. 5-leg parlay, plus 305. $15 on it. Sorry, guys. $15 on it. 6-leg parlay for me. Let's go. Cavalcanti, Walter Walker, Gabriel Bonfim, Rafael Estevam, Ketlin Souza, and Youssef Zalal. 6-leg parlay for plus 587. I put a light little sprinkle on it. A light little sprinkle. We're not done with the parlay section. My most confident parlay, guys. My most confident parlay. Let's go. Cavalcanti, Jose Delgado, and Youssef Zalal. 3-leg parlay. $80 on it. Let's go. Let's go. Cavalcanti, Jose Delgado, Youssef Zalal. 0.80 units on it. Let's go. Now, 5-leg parlay. Rodrigues, Gregory Rodrigues, Ismael Bonfim, Gabriel Bonfim, Walter Walker, Rafael Estevam, 5-leg parlay, plus 428. I put a little sprinkle on it, like plus 20. Like I put like $15 on it. 3-leg parlay. Gregory Rodrigues, Youssef Zalal, Jose Delgado, 3-leg parlay, plus 128. I'll repeat it one more time. Gregory Rodrigues, Youssef Zalal, Jose Delgado, plus 128. $50 on it. Let's go. I'm going to repeat my most confident parlays, and then I'm going to repeat all of them. So my most confident parlays. 3-leg parlay, Gregory Rodrigues, Youssef Zalal, Jose Delgado, plus 128. My most confident parlay. My next most confident parlay, Cavalcanti, Jose Delgado, Youssef Zalal, minus 114. Then I'm going to show you guys all my other parlays. Over 2.5 co-main event, over 2.5 main event, plus 169, half a unit. Then I have Gregory Rodrigues, Youssef Zalal, Edmen Shahbazyan, Rodolfo Vieira, Jose Delgado, 5-leg, plus 305, 6-leg, Cavalcanti, Walter Walker, Gabriel Bonfim, Rafael Estevam, Ketlin Souza, and Zalal, 6-leg. And then obviously, guys, we got the 5-leg, which is Rodrigues, Ismael Bonfim, Gabriel Bonfim, Walter Walker, Rafael Estevam, plus 428. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Do you guys like the parlay section, or are they all going to crash and burn? Last week, we hit the Tom Nolan and Dricus du Plessis 2-leg parlay, and we got some pretty good value on that. So let me know what you guys think, guys. Let me know if you guys are excited for this. And let me know if you guys like my lock of the week, guys. Does it crash and burn and we go on a 3 lock of the week loss streak? I don't think I've ever been on a 3-fight lock of the week streak loss. So come on, guys. Let's go, MMA gods. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here, guys. Drop a like. Thank you guys for showing love. And as always, guys, the best is blessed. God bless. Let's get it. See you at the top. Hey, by the way, Lerone Murphy versus Josh Emmett got announced, or it's in the works. So stay tuned. Let's get it.